has some room. In there for the touchdown. Coming home here in lane 5, well out in front of the field. And Malachek touches in a time of 52.92, a new high school national record. Back to back to back to back state champions. NET Sports, your home for NSAA State Championship. Sports is live from the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln, Nebraska, as the Class C2 State Championship takes place. The top-seeded Diller-Odell Griffins at 33-3 take on the number 3 seed Stanton Mustangs. And hello again, everyone. I'm Larry Putney, along with Kathy Wieskamp. Good to have you with us, getting ready to crown our 3rd state champ today. And we've got one here with a couple of teams maybe a bit hungry for a state championship.
Both these teams were in the championship games last year and runners-up. Diller-Odell in the D1 and Stanton in C2. So they both had the opportunities last year, both fell a little bit short. So this year, their mission is to be back here, which they both did. Right. Now they're both wanting to fight over that championship. And again, Diller-Odell moving up a class, still remaining in that top elite teams, and are here to fly for a championship.
Let's take a look at where these two teams come from. Stanton in the northeast part of the state, 30-6 in the East Husker Conference, where Diller-Odell, the Griffins, come out of that Pioneer Mudecus Conference. Both looking, as you said, for state champs. Diller-Odell got here with wins over Hartington Cedar Catholic and also knocked off Donovan Trumbull. And Stanton with a win over Centura and Hastings St. Cecilia to get here to these state championships. So Stanton and Diller-Odell for the state title. Let's go down to the floor now with Ryan Mix.
Thanks, Larry. You guys mentioned these teams are really hungry, and that's an understatement. These are two teams who were runner-ups last year. Diller-Odell runner-up in D1, Stanton runner-up in C2. Diller-Odell is led by senior outside hitter Madison Juergens, the daughter of head coach Candace Juergens. Madison is 3rd in the state in hitting percentage across all classes, and she is a South Dakota commit. So this is a Diller-Odell team that is very familiar with one another. Candace has been coaching Madison and their other 4 seniors since 3rd grade. So a very strong group. But Stanton, it's a mother-daughter relationship on the other side as well. Tracy Kuster-Burtwhistle and her daughter Bree, a sophomore as well. So we should have a very entertaining match ahead and lots of emotions on both sides of the benches.
Well, two teams who are hungry, as you said, Ryan, for a state championship. It's Diller-Odell, the Griffins, taking on the Mustangs of Stanton. The C2 title on the way on NET.
Not just on the good days. Not just on the challenging ones. Not just during business hours. Or when relaxing. But always. For the past 125 years, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
We buy smartphones. We buy clothes. We buy game consoles and TVs, tickets to movies, concerts, and sporting events. It's kind of funny. We buy all these things to make us happy, when really all we need is each other. A place where we can all connect and get away for a while. Wouldn't that be nice?
Head trauma and concussion risk minimization is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
Coverage of the 2016 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Aurora Cooperative, My Nebraska Soybean Board, and Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help bring us the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. We are back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. We move now to the Class C2 state championships. Stanton and Diller-Odell, two teams who have never won state championships. Let's go to Steve Lemon with the introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bob Devaney Sports Center and the 2016 Nebraska School Activities Association Volleyball Championships. Today's Class C2 state championship match features the Stanton Mustangs and the Diller-Odell Griffins. The NSAA is proud to recognize our corporate partners for their outstanding support of NSAA student programs: U.S. Bank, Farmers Mutual Insurance, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, CHI Health St. Elizabeth, U.S. Sailor, Pump and Pantry, the Nebraska Corn Board, the Midwest Dairy Council, and the Nebraska National Guard. And now for the introduction of the players and coaches, here are the Stanton Mustangs. Non-starters are number 4, Jaden Hartle. Number 7, McKenna Espinoza. Number 8, Kylie Wiedemann. Number 9, Ashley Colwell. Number 12, Elizabeth Kremlicek. Number 13, Reba Waskowiak. And number 17, Alina Padilla. The starters are number 1, Mackenzie Brandel. Number 6, Jessie Brandel. Number 10, Bree Burtwhistle. Number 11, Sally Breckbill. Number 14, Hannah Hepner. Number 15, Katie Brandel. And number 19, Allie Spence. The assistant coaches are Sonia Locke, Lori Morfeld, and Alicia Seabrand. The head coach is Tracy Keister Burtwhistle. Here are the Diller-Odell Griffins. Non-starters are number 1, Morgan Phillips. Number 3, Emily Swanson. Number 5, Sarah Stanashek. Number 7, Kylie Barnes. Number 8, Melina Kostal. Number 12, Kelsey Schlickman. And number 20, Paige Arnold. The starters are number 2, Mackenzie Vitosh. Number 4, Madison Jurgens. Number 6, Kirsten Burish. Number 9, Paige Vitosh. Number 10, Madison Hayek. Number 11, Katie Zarbanisky. And number 17, Haley Denner. The assistant coach is Corina Verbka, the head coach, Candace Jurgens. Today's officials are Gloria Anderson and Tracy Ryland. The bench official is Ryan Stayskull. Our line judges are Missy Braun and Karen Whitfeld. And now, let's play volleyball!
Ready to go here in Class C2, the Griffins of Diller-Odell coming in at 33-3 on the left. On your right are the Mustangs of Stanton, 30-6. There's Tracy Keister Burtwhistle in her second season, 99-15 overall. She spent 2 years at Allen and then took some time off to raise some kids and do some other things. And then when her daughter Bree Burtwhistle was ready, she jumped into coaching, and wow, has she had some success. We'll chronicle that throughout this match. But Tracy Keister Burtwhistle has led this team back here to a state championship match for the second year in a row. On the other bench for the Diller-Odell Griffins, how about Candace Juergens also coaching her daughter, her third season. She's been coaching these youngsters since they were knee-high to a grasshopper. That's what she said anyway. Two trips to the state title game in her third year at state. These are just two really good young coaches who've been with these girls on both teams, helped develop them, bring them through the club ranks, and you're seeing the results of that here today.
Well, and I think that's the fun thing, too. And again, why they're in those positions, too, at their schools, they've been able to develop and bring them along and kept those kids together and taking them through that final phase here of their high school careers or playing for their communities. You know, and the other thing that's fun, we talk about, again, coaches and their coaching their own daughters, and there's always, you think, well, there are some dynamics probably there, but we've only heard positive things about how fun it is. And again, opportunity to share that together, you know, and go through those things together have also been really positive.
So here's Bree Birtwistle. She'll start it off with the serve and starts off with an ace. And Birtwistle came in with 46 aces on the season. Good start for the Mustangs.
That's what you like, and it kind of gets that comfort level going right off when you have a ace serve like that.
Just a sophomore is Bree Birtwistle. Another tough serve there. In system, they go right away to Madison Hayek. Doesn't finish. Deep corner down, and the kill for the Mustangs. Brindle with the kill. Katie Brindle, a first cousin to Mackenzie and Jess Brandel. So the good news for Kathy and I is that we can just call Brandel, and I believe we'll be right more than half the time.
I like it when you guys do those things for us. No, it should be fun. And again, how fun for them too, you know, and those families to be here. And it's a family affair.
Another tough serve by Birtwistle. Off the top of the block, and the kill. Kristen Burish, the sophomore, with the swing and a kill.
You're getting a chance to see, you know, just making a good shot. It wasn't an ideal situation. It's talking about taking a ball and making it better.
Both of these teams that have great success this year and have played close to 40 matches overall, so they've been very active in tournaments and in their conference play. But as much as anything, they've been active in the off-season.
They've spent a lot of time together doing a lot of things to prepare them, you know, to be in this spot. We can talk about that a little bit later, too.
Well, joust at the net, rolled off the tape. Falls on the Stanton side. Good communication there. Free ball back over, just wide.
Serving is Kirsten Burridge.
Middle, nice, aggressive, attacking swing by Hannah Hepner, the 5'11" middle.
Hepner only 5'11", but she's one of those players who plays bigger. You know, she plays big, she gets up, and is aggressive. Really improved player. Coach Birtwistle said this young lady has really improved and developed.
But just seeing that little fist pump there by Hepner reminds me of, she's that fiery player we saw last year here at state. She'll get excited about a couple kills before this afternoon's over. Try deep corner, got a touch on the very back.
Using those blockers for the advantage, tooling it off.
Zarbadiski gets credit for the kill. Bump set left for Jess Brandel. Jess Brandel puts it down.
Right in that deep corner, taking that hard angle across, finds it open in the corner.
Good swing by Brandel. Jess second on the team in kills with 260 coming into the state tournament. Tip try there. And Brandel's had a very good state tournament. She gets another swing and another kill there. Check that. That's Bree Birtwistle swinging from the left side there. She will rotate into a hitting position in one rotation.
Right.
So although she's a setter, you will see her in one rotation be a hitter from the left side.
Take advantage when she's over in that left front position. Again, showing her talents too. She's multi-faceted.
Block back and a point for the Griffins. There she is, Bug, as they call her. Said it. Talked to her mom, Tracy Keister Birtwistle. I don't think anybody in town really knows her as Bree. She's Bug.
So if you get confused and you're listening, Bug is Bree is really Bug.
All right, Mix has more on that. You know a little bit about Bug, right, Ryan?
Well, Larry, you just didn't want to embarrass her because you know what she actually goes by, or what she used to go by. That's Buggly Boo Lovey Lou.
Buggly Boo Lovey Lou.
Yep, and she admitted she didn't even know what it meant, but it's a pretty nice nickname.
It sounds positive and good, right?
The things that moms tell you that daughters probably wish they never would have.
Roll their eyes and go, Mom.
And somehow that Buggly Boo Lovey Lou turned into just regular Bug.
Yep. Just a nice job there by Juergens to take that ball over. Again, we talk about setters being aggressive and making decisions. And Diller-Odell runs a kind of a combination offense where they have a 6-2, so two people setting, and so got to stay organized and pay attention.
Madison Juergens with the kill there. Madison, the daughter of Candace Juergens, who's headed to USD next year to play. University of South Dakota in Vermillion. That's a good volleyball program.
And she's one of those players that's doing that dual role, attacking and setting. When she's in the front row, she'll attack, even if she has to take that second ball.
Right.
But when she's in the background, she's orchestrating that offense.
So Diller-Odell with a nice run, 4-0 run to pull it back even at 8-8. Let's take a look at last year's Class C2 title game.
The 2015 Class C2 State Championship featured the third-ranked Stanton Mustangs taking on the fifth-ranked Hastings St. Cecilia Hawkettes. Despite losing 11 matches during the regular season, St. Cecilia built up momentum during the postseason, culminating in the state title game. The Hawkettes dominated the first set 25-13. The Mustangs from Stanton would battle back in set two, ultimately falling though 25-21 before the Hawkettes put on the Jets, winning 25-13 in the final set. Led by seniors Lucy Skoke and Lil Sheehy, who combined for 28 total kills, Hastings St. Cecilia took home the Class C2 State Championship, their first since 2013.
Well, that was certainly a good one, and now we've got two teams out here who both were runners-up last year, in Stanton and Diller-Odell.
Well, and Stanton had that opportunity to beat St. Cecilia in the semifinals.
Right.
So to get here, they had to get through that rematch of last year's state championship.
And they looked impressive in the win. 4 touches called on the Mustangs, and Diller-Odell has now gone on a 6-0 run. Off the serve of Katie Zarbaniski. That was blasted down the line and into the net, called point on Stanton.
That was a big swing there by Bree Birtwistle, just driving that ball and, again, taking care of business.
Back to serve for the Mustangs is Sally Bruckbill. Down the line by Juergens. Brought back in. 3-ball over. Touched. Push back. A great angle on the shot by Madison Juergens. That's a smart volleyball play, and Juergens now wants clarification from our R1.
And Juergens didn't have much court there to swing at. That ball was way outside the antenna, so you really only have that sliver, that narrow sliver along the net to keep it between the antennas and in the courts. She does an excellent job.
Into the block. Overpass, not down. That time it was, and it's Juergens again.
Juergens just playing aggressive. She's an intense player and up there, up at the net, and just playing, making strong moves with every ball that comes in her area. Talk about strong moves there. Hannah Hepner takes that ball and swings with authority.
Hepner with 13 and 9 kills in the first and second round here at State. Tough serve, got in on the passer. Quick one in the middle again to Hepner. Hepner tools the block and gets a kill.
Get it to that girl. You can see that excitement, the energy too, that she follows up. Big swing, big kill. Look at that energy she brings back to her team.
Talk about what that does when you can get Hepner going in the middle, what it does to your pin hitters.
It totally opens them up and frees them, and blockers have to stay put. They're going to be one-on-one matchups, which create better opportunities for success.
There's Tracy Keister Burntwhistle in her second year. Got a hand on it. Another kill by Hepner, who's been active here early.
Take it the other direction here, too. She's really mixing it up. She's not going one location all the time. She's looking around. That's her 4th kill. She's hitting over 500.
Wow.
Gotta love that.
Oh, free ball over here. Good pass. In system. Whistle outside. And a kill by Jess Brandel.
Brandel, again, another feisty, fiery player out there on the court. Goes that nice high hand shot. She's got a couple blockers there. She just uses them.
Jess Brandel, just 5'7", swings much bigger than that on the outside.
And that's I just love, again, that drive, that lift. They play above their size, just with that energy and, again, their athleticism.
Chasing that down, brings it back in. Free balled over. Chance here for the Griffins. Great second touch try by Juergens, is not there. Brandel with an aggressive swing. Good rally here. Brandel again. Great, smart shot by the sophomore, Jess Brandel.
Jess Brandel just reading the defense, knowing what she's got available for her, and executes well. Look at that energy, too.
You can really tell these Stanton Mustangs take on the personality of their coach, who's kind of a fiery, gritty, we're going to compete hard kind of coach. And that's certainly the sense you get from these Mustangs.
Well, I mean, you always talk about it, too, that those coaches kind of set the tone for their teams, and whether it be behaviors and those kind of things, that's a great positive characteristic she's passing on or instilling in her team.
Point for the Mustangs.
Didn't quite get over there. Keeping this game tight.
Pushed outside, tip try, good tip. Madison Juergens making some very smart shots here. We saw the one cross court, that nice tip.
And as a setter and hitter combo, you got to kind of know a lot of things. You got to, you got to be aware of what's happening, what your opponent's doing. And you kind of maybe gain a different perspective too by having both roles.
Into the net called on the Griffins. Stanton has regained that lead now at 17-16. There's Candace Juergens, 3rd season, another terrific coach. Readjusts. Powers into the block and then tips it back over. We'll go back to Juergens again from the right side this time. She tried line, tooled the block, and got the kill.
And that just talks to, again, her decision-making. Smart. She took it cross court. Block was there. They got it back, gave it right to her, and she takes it hard line, just making you as a defensive team be prepared for anything.
Madison Juergens has a lot of club experience as well. She plays for Mike Brandon on the Nebraska juniors, or did. Of course, Mike Brandon, the coach at Gretna. Gretna lost a tough one last night to Grand Island Northwest. We'll see Northwest later today in the Class B state championship. Mike Brandon, really a well-respected coach around the state.
And again, one of those veteran coaches who's stayed in and just had great success.
Swing wide there by Hepner. First hitting error she's committed this afternoon. She continues before that swing to hit right around 500. Yeah. And a service error. We got a tight one here in set number 1 in Class C2. Kind of the match we expected though coming in. This was one of those we thought might go back and forth.
Might keep us here a while.
Great swing through that block by Brandel, but how did that get between the block and the antenna? What a swing by Hepner.
Well, and I think a little confusion there a little bit too, because both players coming behind the setter, so just a great follow-up. Take a ball, better hit, be strong.
2018 here in C2. Coverage of the 2016 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Aurora Cooperative, Nebraska Soybean Board, and by Constellation. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from around the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, Class C2 State Championship on the line, and we've already crowned a D2 and D1 champ today. This is our third title match of the day, and it's going to be a good one. Diller-Odell and Stanton, two teams that finished as the runner-up last year. And a tight one here early. Stanton on top, 2018, and now off the ace, 21-18, and that's not what Candace Juergens was looking for out of that timeout.
Definitely, you want that timeout, get something set up. You got to have that pass, though. That's the key.
Katie Brandel with another tough serve. That just long. So back to serve now for the Griffins is Kirsten Burish. What an angle by Brandel. She's 5'7", packet of dynamite.
Well, and she does a great job. She controls that ball using that wrist. She's been really working that deep corner, that angle corner, and just great control of the ball.
Good pass there. Brandel again. So Jess Brandel coming alive here late in set number 1 on top 23-19 and 2 away.
I believe that's her 6th kill in this match and no errors. So she is moving this team forward. The team collectively is hitting 371. Miss Brandel herself is 667. So she has got a hot hand right now.
We've got a good one here in Class C2, and if you'd love to see some pictures of it, why not go to our Facebook page. You can connect with us on Facebook and on Twitter, add a comment, or catch up on all of the NSAA championship photos and results. Make sure to like NET Sports and Big Red Wrap-Up and join in the conversation. And again, we have photographers roaming the stadium, taking pictures, and we're posting those on our Facebook page, so make sure you go out and catch those. And join us in our social sphere at Big Red Wrap-Up and on Facebook. Well, there's a couple of orange crushes here, right? The orange crush of Stanton and the orange crush of Diller-Odell.
We're seeing some players crush some balls here too today, which is kind of fun. I love that.
Wow, Brandel again off the side of the block of Madison Hayek, and another kill. And Stanton one away from going up 1-0.
And why not give it to her? She has not been able to be stopped so far. Go to the hot hand.
Another service error. Now just looking for a side out. Set point number 2 for the Mustangs. Pull them off the net. Top of the block, not there. Randall's roll shot is nicely covered. Tried deep corner, not a bad idea, but good coverage there. Brandel now gets a run at it. I like here in this tense moment, both teams stepping up, making plays. Brandel just long. Wanted a touch. No touch, coach.
I just love the aggressive swing. Both teams are being smart, making decisions, and here Brandel goes after it.
Down the line, got it right in the corner. Back to within 2.
Right down the line, and couldn't get it any tighter to that corner.
24-22. This will be the 4th set point upcoming. 24-22. Best of 5 here in the C2 title game. Well, if you're displaced or somewhere you can't necessarily get NET, you have relatives maybe somewhere else in the country or overseas, you can always watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Just download the free NET Nebraska app today. You can watch the NSAA championships, full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, live web streams. There's so much content out there. Just search for NET Nebraska in the App Store or download free at netnebraska.org/apps. Another set point opportunity. Check that set point number 4, and they get it on the 4th on the service error. So the Mustangs take set number 1 here in the Class C2 championship. They win it 25-22. We've got a good one in C2.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
When you've been around for more than a century, you understand the power of generations, the value of nurturing and developing those who will carry on the legacy of agriculture and food production. That's why the Aurora Cooperative helps young people gain the experience, expertise, and wisdom to feed the world, be good stewards, become responsible community leaders, and continue setting the example for the generations that follow. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Everyone's walking a path, and most paths are best walked together. Because when we travel together, our lives are livelier, our journey more enjoyable, and the places we'll discover will be simply spectacular. To be in a place like no other that unites you all in a state of wonder. Wouldn't that be nice?
Welcome back, guys. Well, Stanton up 1-0. They have really had some unique traditions over the years that Coach has built into this program. One of them is that they write something different on their wrist for each match, and they have different symbols. One of them is a circle that means unity or family. They also have a traveling horseshoe that they take with all the matches, kind of resemblance of the Nebraska football program. So Coach said they're not superstitions, they're just traditions. So keep an eye out for certain things that Stanton does throughout this match.
I have noticed on the wrists, if you watch them up there, I have noticed there's something on it. I figured there was a story behind it, so thanks for bringing that to us.
They'll write different sayings. Each one has a different saying that means something to them, but that circle is universal. They're all good traditions there by the Stanton Mustangs. Pushed outside. Off the top of the block on the swing from Katie Brandel. Joust at the net. Jesselson the free ball over. Right down the line, and the kill for Madison Juergens.
Juergens loves the opportunity to swing. She's just that kind of an aggressive player up at the net. So in those rotations when she's in the front row, and she does a great job of hitting that line. She gets in, gets herself in good position, and really challenges people on the line with that shot.
Wide open middle, great decision by the setter for the Mustangs. Made that quick set right in the middle.
Well, Hepner's just doing a great job getting up, being aggressive. She's really, she had 13 kills in the first round, 9 in the next one, and she really right now is off to a great start with 6 in this match.
Driving serve, might have been a bit long, free ball back over. Good pass by Brandel, outside to the other Brandel, and over and out off of Katie. 3-1. Griffins on top here in set number 2. Now to serve for the Griffins is Haley Denner.
Straight up there, tough swing.
Tried the second touch over, did Burt Whistle, not there. Brandel. Off of Brandel and out. Diller-Odell with some nice backcourt defense, putting a little pressure here in set number 2 on the Mustangs. And the block.
Madison Juergens again up there playing big up at the net. Gets her fingertips on that. And a little energy.
5-1, Diller-Odell leading here in set number 2 after dropping the first set. I want to remind you, we're back with coverage of the high school football state championships on November 21st and 22nd. That's a Monday and a Tuesday. All day long state championships on NAT. You don't want to miss the best teams from across the state. They're battling for the title at Memorial Stadium. So coverage starts on Monday, November 21st, 10 a.m. Central on NAT. We've got some good matchups this year in state championships. Some teams that have had outstanding years. Ready to come down and give it a go at the Bob. Check out the at Memorial Stadium, Tom Osborne Field. Oh, yes. Yeah, why not? 5-1 Diller-Odell. Serve wide. Good timeout for Coach Burt Whistle.
I think Coach gets a point for that when that happens in the stats.
Off the top of the block. Oh, nice job. Nice quick hands by Mackenzie Brandel to keep that alive, but the return is wide.
Yeah, Mackenzie Brandel has had a great year. She came into this tournament having over 550 digs in the season. Just really kind of that player in the back row that's doing a lot for your team, keeping him in system.
Back to serve now. One of those, you know, as we've seen from Justine Wong-Orantes, one of the really key factors into being great in that back row is quickness. You need to be quick. You need to have good reactions. And Mackenzie Brandel is a 3-time state champion in the 200-meter dash. So she certainly has the quicks as she goes back to serve.
That's right. And feet, and so many, it starts with your feet, the ability to get to the ball and get to locations quickly and be there. So she definitely has an edge with that quickness.
Off the top of the block. Brandel is blocked. That's Madison Hayek there with the block.
Hayek does a nice shot, gets over, gets sealed, and pushes.
Also there with Hayek was Burish. Burish and Hayek both on the block, extending that lead back to 3. 3 ball over.
Well done.
Good timing, Hayek with the kill.
Just a great job there, though, by Juergens to get the ball in that location, in between the 2 blockers, reading the situation. Help your hitters out.
Blocked, but out. So a point for the Stanton.
Make the serve for Stanton. McKenna Espinoza.
The progress that this Stanton squad has made over the last 5 years. That's a little thumb down, right down the line, and found that corner.
Line judges there and landed right in front of her feet.
They were 25 and 10 in 2012, then 25 and 7, 32 and 2, 33 and 3. Just continual improvement, and now back-to-back years in state title games for Stanton. Very similar story for Diller-Odell as well. This is a program that hadn't had a lot of success, or maybe no success in volleyball, but Candace Juergens has taken this Griffins team to the #1 seed this year, and now back-to-back trips into title games in her 3 years. Pushed into the antenna and then off of the hands. So check that. They're going to say off the hands into. Now they changed it.
Yeah. Just wrong.
Down official used the wrong hand.
Yep. They weren't matching. They weren't mirroring one another there. Great to get underneath and keep that alive.
Swing is wide. Boy, funny how little defensive plays like that from Mackenzie Brandel can lead to points.
Absolutely. Keeping it alive, even if you don't get that ideal swing off of it, you're still making the other team do something.
Now a free ball opportunity for the Mustangs. That's an aggressive swing. They want to touch it. He got it. So Madison Juergens with the kill.
Swinging from the back row there.
It's Vitash into the net.
And Vitash takes over the setting responsibilities now. She's in the back row, and that pushes Juergens up front.
And the ace for Breckbill. Sally Breckbill, the 5'8" senior middle. Another tough serving Stanton team. 5 players on this team with 30 or more aces on the year. That's an aggressive swing. Juergens once again.
You get a chance to see she really gets off the net and drives hard to the ball, takes that a hard inside. She does a really nice job. That thumb down, works on those sharp angles, those hard to stop shots.
Juergens again, line, but just wide.
Great set there, though, by Vitash to push it to the pin, setting Juergens up.
Back to serve for the Mustangs is Burt Whistle. Good discipline, good positioning. Didn't collapse on the block of the tip, stayed in position and can handle that tip. It led to the point.
Yep, Stanton staying organized. And in those situations that are kind of reactive, whoever can stay the most organized generally tends to come out on top.
Bump set outside, readjust into the antenna by Brandel.
Just a tough ball there for Brandel to hit there.
We got another back and forth one here in set number 2. This is what we saw in the first set, and then late in the set, it was Stanton that began to pull away.
Not surprising, both these teams will get a grid program, stay calm, stay solid.
Into serve now for the Griffins is Haley Dinner. Dinner, a 5'8" defensive specialist, just a junior. Juergens swing handled by Brandel. Brandel with the swing out there. Good tip try, and that's the speed of Mackenzie Brandel to get to the ball. Vitosh with a good up. Kept alive. No! Point for the Griffins. That's a big one. That'll give them a little momentum.
Off of a big swing, too, by Hepner. Vitosh gets down, pops that ball up, and that's, again, the key. Defense kept that alive, made somebody else have the opportunity to make an error.
Off serve there. Chance to make it a 3-point lead here, but free ball over. On the slide. Got it. Ran a little play there.
Yeah, they run that. They run Katie Brandel right behind the setter, and then they come around and run a little bit wider to the outside.
And the effect of that essentially is
the blockers have 2 of them coming at them, you know, and so it splits them or gives you no one.
Blocker almost has to choose, right?
Yep, basically you make a decision. And then even if you do get a chance to react, you're not in a strong position to seal, block, and usually get used. So it's a nice system, nice offensive play.
Good tip. And that was Juergens once again.
I believe that's her 12th kill here, so she is doing well from that attack position. Talking about doing well from the attack position, that's the 8th for Hepner. She is hitting over 400. She's making great, strong moves, strong plays, and she's got some power on the ball, too.
Jess Brandel.
I just love watching her after big swing as she comes to the middle, stomping, and yes, with that enthusiasm. Love it.
And Diller-Odell will take the timeout. Candace Juergens wants to chat it over. 16-15, Stanton on top. Coverage of the 2016 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Aurora Cooperative, Nebraska Soybean Board, and by Constellation. Hey, a big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from around the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Well, we are at the Bob Devaney Sports Center here in Lincoln for the state championships, the NSAA State Volleyball Championships, and we're not far away from that, are we?
No, not far. Sooner than we think.
Stanton up 16-15. This the first lead of set number 2 for Stanton. Not dissimilar to what we saw in set number 1, which is a really tight game, and all of a sudden, toward the end, here comes Stanton.
Just kind of a big surge.
Hitting error there on the Mustangs, so point for the Griffins.
Well, Larry, as you know, you're very well in tune with the high school athletics scene here in Nebraska. And so when you hear the name Juergens, you might want to be asking yourself, well, are Madison and Cam Juergens related, with Diller-Odell and Beatrice being so close to each other? Cam Juergens, of course, a junior football player at Beatrice who is a Nebraska commit and is regarded to be one of the top 50 players in the nation. Ohio State's Urban Meyer has been keen on Cam. And I asked Madison's mom, Candace, whether or not they were related, and she said, well, kind of. Madison's grandpa and Cam's dad are cousins, so they're not directly related, but they are kind of related, I guess. So they see each other every once in a while and know of each other. So the Juergens name in southeast Nebraska obviously has lots of athletic ties.
I'd say they're related.
Yeah, I think there's the bloodlines there.
Yeah. Can you be kind of related?
Fully.
That's right. Good kill from that left side.
Burt Whistle on the outside. This is that rotation where they take advantage of her being up on that left front, let her swing at the ball, add a little offense to the game.
Good up there. Oh, good play, covered by Brandel.
Both teams staying organized, really responding to the ball well.
Little tight to the net there for Jess Brandel. And we're going to have a call of in the net called on the Griffins. Let's look again. So they're going to say that was in the net on that handover. That's a tough call. 19-17 now. Off the block, and a kill for Hayek as she'll go back to serve.
Hayek only 5'8" there in the middle, working hard, works off the edges of the block. When you're outsized, you got to use those blockers. You got to work around the edges. She does a great job there.
Madison Hayek now to serve. Good, tough serve, overpass, and leads to the kill. Mackenzie Vidosh with the kill.
Vidosh, just a 9th grader there in the middle. We talk about several of these teams that we've seen so far in the championship. A lot of young players playing key roles, doing a lot of advanced, I guess, play.
Aggressive swing and kill by Bree Burt-Whistle. 2019, tight one here in set number 2. Back to serve for the Mustangs goes Jess Brandel. Outside, Burt-Whistle again, no touch, and that is wide. Point for the Griffins. Now back to even, 20 all. Paige Vidosh to serve. Juergens right between the block and another kill for Madison Juergens, who's having an outstanding match.
That's 13 kills for her, but she just sees the hole. The block did not get closed, and that's your power shoulder pull that right through that hole.
One more look at the swing, and Juergens with the pump fist and trying to get her team going. Up by 1 at 21-20. Hey, you can get in the game on Tuesday night when Big Red Wrap-Up breaks down today's game against Minnesota and then looks ahead to the Maryland game on November 19th. You can watch Big Red Wrap-Up Tuesday nights at 7 Central on NET World and on Thursday night at 7 on NET. 21-20, Diller-Odell here in the Class C2 state championship game. Diller-Odell has had a terrific season, 28-6, and you might think 6 losses, but you look at the schedule and who they played. Their losses are to Howells Dodge, Wayne, which is a class up, North Bend Central twice. They avenged the loss to Howells Dodge in the playoffs, beating them 3-1. Playing that. Stanton scores. Off the block and down. It's a good timeout. Stanton evens it. Diller-Odell's losses have come to Johnson Brock, Meridian, which played in the state championship, and also Johnson Brock again. So if you look at the Diller-Odell schedule and who they've lost to, it's teams that were all in at least the semifinals down here at state. They're in the finals, I guess. Johnson Brock twice and Meridian. Those are the 3 losses. They were all in state championship matches. A team used to a tough schedule, used to playing tough opponents.
Well, and that was important to them, too, as they moved from that D1 class up, that they had those experiences and are preparing themselves for this.
Madison Juergens evens it back at 22. Key points here now down the stretch as we're kind of getting to that crunch time. 3 points away for either team to win set number 2. And a really important set for the Griffins. Block back. Vidash was there to send it the other way. Great hustle. Could she get it back over? No, but great hustle by Brandel. A point, though, for the Griffins. They take the lead.
Just love that defensive pursuit. And again, there is a chance there, and you want to give yourself, especially in this tournament, the very best chance you have.
Good coverage there by Burish, but 4 hits called despite that coverage from Burish, and we're even now at 23. So Bug here from the service line will try to be a pest at 23 all. What a set, left it right there for Hepner, who put it down. That block had gone with the setter, and Hepner was wide open.
Well, and that's the thing, Burt Whistle had been swinging earlier, and so drew in the block, gave Hepner a great lane to swing through.
Set point now for Stanton to go up 2 sets to none. So we can take a look at that last point. You can see wide open because as
well, the ball was coming in tight, and so concerned that it's going to go over and wanted to make a strong play on the net. Well, Burt Whistle does a nice job pulling out and feeding right up to Hepner.
I think the pass came in such a way that Burt Whistle went to attack it almost facing forward, and so both blockers thought she was going to attack and slid to the left to cover.
Right, well, because she just rotated to the back row. She had been one of the attackers in the front row. Now she's in the back row. Again, when you're running that 6-2 system or setters are doing dual roll, you got to pay attention who's up
where they're at,
where they are in the rotation.
All right, here we go. Set point number 1 for Stanton. They're trying to go up 2 sets to none. Does it. Out of the timeout, Stanton fires bullets, gets the ace, and goes up 2 sets to none in the C2 title game. The Mustangs and the Griffins battling for a C2 title. Advantage right now, Mustangs.
Not just on the good days. Not just on the challenging ones. Not just during business hours. Or when relaxing. But always For the past 125 years, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Constellation believes in developing the next generation of Nebraska leaders, and we show that support by contributing to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve, more than $120,000 over the past 4 years. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. Through our support for 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's future as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
School's almost over. What's next? I mean, what are my choices? I want to find something I love, so I can make a life for myself. And then I can give back. So, how do I get there?
Take the next step with Education Quest College Planning Services by visiting educationquest.org.
Participating in Nebraska high school activities has taught me about teamwork.
I've learned how to lead among my peers.
At my high school, I have set goals and I work hard to accomplish them.
I like to run on my cross country team. It makes me feel good about myself.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities in our 303 high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
Coverage of the 2016 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Aurora Cooperative, Nebraska Soybean Board, and by Constellation. Hey, a big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from around the state. We couldn't do it without your support. We're back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center, ready for set number 3. Advantage right now to the Mustangs. They're on top 2-0. This is a very talented Diller-Odell squad that has had plenty of experience being in this situation previously.
Well, and the sets have been tight. Everything's been tight. It's just about that surge at the last critical points, and Stanton has really been the ones who've been able to make that. Big block there, again, by Mackenzie Vitage.
So last year in the Class D1 state championship game, as Diller-Odell goes up 2-0. In that D1 title game, it was Johnson Brock beating Diller-Odell in 3 sets, but 2 of those went extra points. One went 26-24, and the third went 27-25. So they've been in close matches, and now it's learning to overcome and make the plays late in the, as we've seen late in the first 2 sets, that it's been Stanton making those tough plays.
Well, and in the semifinal games also with Donovan Trumbull. I mean, it really, it wasn't easy. It went 5. It was a challenge, and they stayed in it. And honestly, late in the game, they made their surge in that 5th set.
Sent back over on a 3 ball. Juergens into the net, first point of the set for Stanton. And really think about Candace Juergens here in her 3rd season. They're moving up a class. So last year she was in the D1 state championship, moving up to Class C2. And she talked about what her team did this summer as Stanton gets the ace. They spent this entire summer getting ready for this move into a tougher, bigger Class C2 class. And they talked about the preparation for a move up. They went to Wayne State camp, they went to the top 10 camp, they went to the University of Colorado team camp, and when they went to Colorado, they all took vans out, spent time bonding, doing whitewater rafting and hiking, and trying to build the trust of this team, because it's the trust that's going to allow you to make those plays late in those key situations.
The trust, and again, not to get where you're pointing fingers or the frustrations are on each other.
Right.
It's about building that confidence and how to build that in one another. And when you're doing some things together that maybe are a little risky, you know, whitewater rafting or hard hiking and altitude and those kinds of, how you pull your team through those kinds of things and pull together on that stuff instead of, because it's easy to pull apart. It does take a lot to stay committed to one another.
Well, we've been around high school athletics enough that we've seen those teams that in the middle of a point or a long rally or even a football game, they start to point the finger or show frustration or get upset with. Those are not the teams that end up being successful,
nope,
especially in female athletics.
Right. I mean, it's a key factor. And I would say in this game here, volleyball too, you have to be able to count on, I can be the greatest attacker, but if I don't trust or I start trying to do more than I'm capable of doing, like pass, because then we break down. I've got to be able to bond together and trust. And again, we're in this as a team.
Right. So Candace Juergens certainly spent a lot of time working on that exact thing in this off-season for this team, and it's got him to this point. Brought him back to another state championship, and right now it is a 4-0 Stanton Mustang run. Right now is where they reach back and lean on that trust a bit. Right side, Juergens goes line, no doubt about that one.
Definitely, they set that inside a little bit, moves the block in, which gives her that sliver down that sideline, and she's executing very well on that shot.
Swing a bit long. 7-5 Stanton here in set 3. Back to serve now is McKenna Espinoza, the sophomore 5-4 setter.
These are the rotations where she takes the reins and runs the offense. Let's Burt Whistle take some offensive responsibilities. Great shot there by Burish.
Now to serve is Burish. Job, a little tooling off the block. Didn't got a full swing by Vidash, but just kind of used that block.
Wasn't in position to really swing, so then you got to be creative. And did what she needed to do.
Job defensively there. And the kill for the Mustangs. Burt Whistle gets it.
Just gave Stanton a little bit of a easier ball. They took advantage of that, actually out of system, as it was sent from the right back out to Burt Whistle.
And again, left side, Burt Whistle. Back-to-back kills for the Bug.
Burt Whistle continues to contribute in a lot of different ways. I believe that's her 8th kill.
Overpass. Free ball coming over. Well, not what you want off an overpass, huh? And it led to the kill for the Griffins. Hayek. Madison Hayek with the kill. She'll go back to serve.
Hayek does a nice job here. She was actually second on the team in kills this season, with coming in the tournament with 285.
Good aggressive serve there by Hayek, but into the net for the service error. It's the 7th service error for Diller-Odell against just one service ace. Smart little touch by Juergens. Saw that open area.
Talk about an open area there too. Paige Vitash had an opportunity. It had no blocker in front of her. Defense pops it up, but sends it right on in the tape.
Page serve here. Off the side of the block, and Hannah Hepner again with another one.
Hepner just keeps working hard in that middle. Look how far off she got off the net to put herself in position to be an eligible attacker.
Hepner had 13 in round 1, 9 kills in that semifinal win And today she has 10. Very consistent. Last year, Stanton in the state championship lost to Hastings St. Cecilia. And as you mentioned earlier, Kathy, they had an opportunity to avenge that loss in the semifinals. Thought it would be a terrific match between Stanton and Hastings St. Cecilia, but really it was the Mustangs just running away from it. They swept them 3-0. And Stanton, which came in as the number 3 seed, knocked off St. Cecilia. Stanton will take the timeout as Diller-Odell on a 3-0 run. Let's go down to Ryan.
Guys, well, you know, Madison Juergens, a star player for Diller-Odell, obviously has been tremendous for them this season, but her inspiration goes far beyond playing for her mom and playing for her team. Her family suffered a tragedy the Monday of the state tournament last year. Her cousin, 13-year-old Jackson, passed away. Influenza suddenly attacked his heart, and he passed away the week of the state tournament. So Madison played in the state tournament last year with an extremely heavy heart, paid many tributes to him, wrote on her shoe, among other things. And Madison looked up, Jackson looked up to Madison, tremendously. And now Madison still thinking about Jackson every day, and certainly thinking about him this afternoon.
Yeah, that was a tragedy and a very tough thing for the entire team to deal with last year when they went into that state championship game, and we could tell how heavy that was on the entire team. And just when you suffer that type of tragedy that closely to such a big event like this, it's going to obviously have an impact.
Well, and in those kind of situations, again, community too. I mean, everybody feels those things and push through. And again, they took it and made the focus about honoring, you know, and playing for him.
Out of the timeout, they get the point to tie it at 11, and back-to-back points now to take the lead at 13-12. Good timeout called by Tracy Keister-Burtwhistle. Refocus her team, and there's a look at Candace Juergens.
You know, Jess Brandel with that swing, that's 18 kills for her today, hitting .438. She's just hot.
That went off the tape and then popped straight in the air over the block. Very fortunate bounce there. Back to serve then is Mackenzie Vitosh. Four hits, did not clear the tape.
Hebner trying to turn that across body, and contact point just a little low below that tape. Great effort there. You know,
Juergens with another one.
Did a great job. You saw Burtwhistle come all the way across to the left front to make the earlier play. She's trying to get back to her base position. And again, Juergens knew that was a setter. Right. She's not over there. If I send it over quick, she's not going to be ready.
Jess Brandel with another swing and kill. That stops the Diller-Odell run.
I mean, you feed it to that young lady. She's doing a tremendous job out there on the outside. Just her efficiency. I mean, she's getting kills, but it's coming pretty quick and pretty easy for her when she gets those swings.
So Brandel with the kill and then the block to even it at 15.
Here we are, back and forth.
Right.
This has been the story this entire match.
Juergens now will go back to serve for the Griffins. Bump set outside. And a kill. Wow, even on the ball that set well off the net, she held up, readjusted, and made a good aggressive swing with a lot of topspin.
Well, and that's what you got to do. Again, take a ball. We always talk about bettering the ball, but staying aggressive with it. And she did just that.
Tough serve. Free ball. Outside. Off the block and down. on the kill by Bree Burtwhistle. Now a 3-0 run. We've had runs back and forth, but another 3-0 run here for Stanton as they regain the lead. Boy, Diller-Odell needs this point here.
Saved here.
Into the net called on Diller-Odell. Stanton with the point. 18-16 and a timeout coming from head coach Candace Juergens. 4-0 run has given Stanton that 18-16 lead. You see Candace Juergens talking to her team. They haven't won a state championship ever at Diller-Odell, but the last time they were here and finished second was in 1992 when Candace was a sophomore.
So it's been a while. So last year again they lost were runner-up, but since then there's quite a drought.
Yeah. I want to remind you, you can always pick up a DVD of these NSAA volleyball championships to purchase it for just $19.95 plus shipping and handling. To order, call toll-free 1-800-868-1868 or visit the website netnebraska.org. You can pick up a DVD of these state high school volleyball championships. Back to serve now is McKenna Espinoza. She is the second setter in this 6-2 system that's being run by Tracy Keister-Burtwhistle, which means that Bree Burtwhistle is up front, and that serve is long and just what the Griffins needed out of that timeout.
Try to get something going, and then again, stop that little run that they've seen. Stay tight here.
Good tough serve by Kirsten Burish. Tried to go line. Is that down? It is. What a shot.
And that gives Bree Burtwhistle 10 kills, but it also completes a triple-double. She has 10 kills, 25 assists, and 14 digs. And we're not done yet, folks.
Wow.
Just an incredible all-around game for Bree Burtwhistle. We're going to utilize her again.
Tosh can't get that down. That one is Stanton with a 3-point lead.
Katie Brandel sneaks that one in there, does a nice job getting to the ball. It was inside. She had to work hard to get there. Got there and made a big play.
And Candace Juergens will take her second and final timeout here of set number 3 to chat it over with her team. Important moment here because it has been late in each of the first 2 sets where Stanton has made the plays and made a very tight game, a tight Stanton Mustang win.
Absolutely. We've seen it back and forth, and each of these sets has looked very similar. The key has been for Stanton, they've had that push, and that's why they're up.
It's been a good match here in Class C2 between Diller-Odell and Stanton. I want to remind you, coming up next, it's the Class C1 state championship between the Clippers of Malcolm, trying to complete an undefeated season, taking on the Concordia Mustangs. That, I have a feeling, will be a very good match. We're going to see a future Creighton recruit. Just had an outstanding season. She's been dominant down here at state.
And the University of Nebraska.
You're right. DS, that's right, on the same team. Both playing for the Malcolm Clippers. And that ace, once again by Jess Brandel, extends that lead to 4. A couple of times out of those timeouts for Diller-Odell, Stanton has been able to capitalize. And another tough serve. Good pass, though. Nice quick set. Outside Burtwhistle. And it's out. Burtwhistle with another kill. She's got 11 in the match.
11 on a over 200 clip. So again, very efficient. That'll
slow the tide a bit, but Madison Hayek with the kill, and now she goes back to serve. And now they need to roll some off. They can't be satisfied with siding out here. Need to make some plays.
Kind of at a crucial point here.
And that's the miscommunication. It's just so difficult to have in these situations. Gives another swing to Burntwhistle, which you don't want to do. It'll lead to that. So Bree Burntwhistle leading the way here for these Stanton Mustangs, trying to pick up the school's first ever state title, and they are just 2 points away.
And she's doing it all. I mean, she's attacking and also setting up her teammates when she's in the setting role to be successful. Just a great all-around day for her.
Another tough pass. Not get them in system, and leads to the kill. So the Stanton Mustangs, 1 away. And you saw Hannah Hepner, one.
That finger, one more. Come on.
For the state championship. Hepner didn't get it down. Burntwhistle, blocked. Big block by Vitosh, and Vitosh in front. And so now they'll have to run some from the line to stay in it. Stanton, state championship point number 2. An aggressive swing by Juergens. Hepner tips it over. Kept alive. Burntwhistle, it hangs.
Set right on the top.
Off the block of the kill by Juergens.
Juergens wants the ball in her area, is going to take charge. When she gets a hand on it, she's going to do whatever she can to get that point, get them back in this.
Championship point number 3. Hepner got it! A first ever state championship for the Mustangs. Hugs from the coaches.
Hugs and tears of joy.
After being runners-up last year, the Stanton Mustangs come down to Lincoln and take home a state title in Class C2.
Just a great match between these two teams. Tight all the way till the end, but Stanton comes out on top.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
No matter how you look at it, animal agriculture helps Nebraska's economy. The livestock industry provides increased tax revenues for schools and community services. Livestock enterprises also create jobs while contributing to existing businesses such as local banks and grocery stores. A thriving livestock industry helps maintain our current way of life, but also provides opportunities for the next generation of farm families. The Nebraska Soybean Checkoff helps to raise awareness of the importance of animal agriculture to Nebraska.
The Aurora Cooperative is reshaping the agricultural landscape through world-class agronomy, innovative grain marketing, energy, and animal nutrition, with the vision and financial strength to not just anticipate change, but create it, driven by an unwavering commitment to the farmers and ranchers we serve, to their communities, and to the next generation of agricultural leaders. The Aurora Cooperative, growing opportunities.
Coverage of the 2016 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Aurora Cooperative, Nebraska Soybean Board, and by Constellation. Hey, a big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from around the state. We couldn't do it without your support. We're back at the Devaney Sports Center where Stanton has just swept Diller-Odell for the state championship. Time now for the medal and trophy presentations. But before we get to that, a special presentation from Steve Lemon.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, the Nebraska Coaches Association, and the Nebraska Athletic Administrators Association are proud to support positive sportsmanship during the state championships and throughout the season. At this time, we are pleased to present the Sportsmanship Award for Class D2. The trophy is graciously donated by Awards Unlimited. The official supporting partner of the sportsmanship program is the Nebraska National Guard. Making the presentation are Nebraska National Guard Chief Warrant Officer Teresa Domeyer and Specialist Shante Williams. The Class D2 Sportsmanship Award winner is Hampton High School. Congratulations, Hampton High School. The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Dr. Jim Tenneper and NSAA Board of Directors Wendy Hendricks from Lincoln East, Jay Beller from Battle Creek, and U.S. Bank Representative John Dewis. Here are the awards for runner-up Diller-Odell High School. Head coach Candace Jurgens and her assistants will present the silver medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 1, Morgan Phillips. Number 3, Emily Swanson. Number 5, Sarah Stanisek. Number 7, Kylie Barnes. Number 8, Melina Kostal. Number 12, Kelsey Schlickman. Number 20, Paige Arnold. Number 2, Mackenzie Vitosh. Number 4, Madison Jurgens. Number 6, Kirsten Burrish. Number 9, Paige Vitosh. Number 10, Madison Hayek. Number 11, Katie Zarbaniski. And number 17, Haley Denner. For these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2016 NSAA Class C2 State Volleyball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, Diller-Odell High School. And now to the champions, Stanton High School. Head coach Tracy Keister-Burtwhistle, we have a special award for you. And now, coach, you and your assistants, please present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 4, Jaden Hartle. Number 7, McKenna Espinoza. Number 8, Kylie Wiedemann. Number 9, Ashley Caldwell. Number 12, Elizabeth Kremlicek. Number 13, Reba Waskowiak. Number 17, Alina Padilla. Number 1, Mackenzie Brendel. Number 6, Jesse Brandel. Number 10, Bree Burkwhistle. Number 11, Sally Breckbill. Number 14, Hannah Hepner. Number 15, Katie Brandel. And number 19, Allie Spence. Presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance, Regional Director of Agencies, Tim Below. And now for these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2016 NSAA Class C2 State Volleyball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Stanton High School.
So congratulations once again to the state champs from Stanton, the Mustangs, with great smiles and holding that state championship up after a disappointing finish and runner-up finish last year. They win the Class C2 state championship. Congratulations, ladies. Pointing back to the crowd. Buck Burtwhistle led him with a triple-double. We'll hear from them when we come back.
When you're looking for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow, start with the young Nebraskans in 4-H and FFA. Over the past 4 years, Constellation has given more than $120,000 to 4-H and FFA in the 60 Nebraska counties we serve. Constellation provides natural gas for Nebraska homes, farms, ranches, and businesses. By supporting 4-H and FFA, we're providing energy for Nebraska's stars of tomorrow as well. Natural gas from Constellation.
Live streaming for the NSAA High School Volleyball Championships is also available at the NET website and on the free NET Nebraska app.
On America's Great Plains, paleosleuths have found fossils that challenge popular understanding of origins during the age of mammals.
There's really 5 or 6 great places in the world to find fossils, and Nebraska is really key among that.
Somehow we have to explain how they got here, eventually why they disappeared.
Enter a prehistoric world when mammals ruled. Join a fossil safari with paleosleuths.
Premiering Wednesday night, November 16th at 7 Central on NET.
On the next Big Red Wrap-Up, we'll recap the Minnesota game with co-host Damon Benning. Big Red Wrap-Up, Tuesday at 7 Central on NET World and Thursday at 7 Central on NET.
Hi, I'm Rachel Schwartz-Colwell. NET brings Nebraska together through coverage of high school and college athletics. Contributions from nearly 1,000 sports partners club members make possible more than 200 hours of sports throughout the year. Members receive invitations to special events like tailgates and live productions. You can join the Sports Partners Club at netnebraska.org. Sports partners like you put the action in NET sports. Thank you.
Coverage of the 2016 NSAA High School Volleyball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Nebraska Public Power District, Education Quest, Nebraska Tourism Commission, Aurora Cooperative, Nebraska Soybean Board, and by Constellation. Hey, a big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from around the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Stanton wins it in 3 in Class C2 over Diller-Odell, 22-23 and 20. Terrific finish of the year for the Mustangs of Stanton. Let's take a look at the numbers from that match, and you'll see Stanton out hitting Diller-Odell, but really it was more, Kathy, it was the keys late in the match. So when things were in flux at the end, it was Stanton that was making the plays.
I think, again, as you look at the stats, fairly even. I mean, obviously the kills as you look down there, and defensive play of Stanton stands out, as well as the strong serving. But you're right, it was back and forth until we started getting to that, about that 18-20 mark, and that's really when Stanton surged and made the big plays and strung them together to get that final push and win that 3-0.
Let's take a look at a couple of the highlights for this Class C2 state championship game, and as we said, late, you see Hefner with the big fist pump to get things going, but to the credit of the Griffins, they hung around.
Yeah, Jurgens was a key part of that, both in that setter-hitter role, but when you talk about Stanton really complete, you see Brandel there playing big, Hefner, Burt Whistle, really a lot of players doing a lot of different things and pushing them to that championship title.
Well, now time to hear from the champs, and for that we head down to Ryan Mix.
Thanks, Larry. Tracy, Keister, Burt Whistle, congratulations. That was such a competitive match. I'm not sure, not even you could have dreamt of a sweep heading into today.
That is correct. We knew that they were going to be a very good competitive team, and I think they did. And we just knew going into the match that, you know, it was going to be close score. It's going to be who's going to outlast who's going to be mentally tough, who's going to make some big plays at the right time. And I think our momentum gave us that advantage.
It's going to come down to, you know, some of the little things in a match like this. What do you think really decided it for you guys?
One was our serving. I think we were aggressive servers. We got them out of system, and we had quite a few ace serves too, which is one of our strong points going into this tournament. The entire series is that we had strong serves. The other thing is we play defense first. We have phenomenal defense. We get to pick up a lot of balls, and then our setters make some great choices, and our hitters are able to connect and get that kill for us.
Now, last year, you guys were here. You were runner-up, and you said last year, you know, you weren't quite sure what to expect. So that experience, was that so valuable for you guys?
It was very valuable for us. Last year, we were nervous. The key, too, is like I think we had some good matches for us on Thursday night and yesterday. We didn't play 5 sets each day, so I think we had, you know, a little bit more mental toughness and a little bit more energy than we did last year coming into our final game.
All right, Jesse, if you want to come on down, get to hold the state championship trophy just as a sophomore. I mean, this has got to be a pretty remarkable feeling for you.
Yeah, it's amazing. To be back here 2 times in a row is awesome.
In such a close match, you know, as Coach was talking about, there are going to be so many little detailed moments for you guys, but you seemed composed the entire match. Was that true?
Yeah, a little bit. I just stood on my ground, and I was ready to hit that ball. If it was set to me, I'm ready to hit it.
You're getting emotional. I mean, I know it seems this is an emotional moment for everyone on this team, but for you personally, what does this mean to you?
It's the best thing in the world because that's all the girls dreamed of. We were so excited when we got this. It was our dream since we started playing volleyball.
You've earned it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right. Let's bring in Bree. That's her real name. She goes by Bug.
I do.
But holding this can't be bugging you, right?
No, I cannot. It's just Bree.
Just Bree. Well, Bree, obviously an outstanding season. You're just a sophomore too, but you seemed like you were just in the zone today.
Yeah, I was. I knew I had to be mentally prepared and physically, and I just tried my best.
Mom was saying that you listen to her pretty well when she's giving volleyball advice. So before the match today, what did you guys talk about and go over?
We knew number 4 was their best player, and we had a key on her, and we did, and I think we executed really well.
With, you know, each set going down to the wire at the end, it seemed like you guys continued to persevere, winning in straight sets. How remarkable is that for a state championship?
It really was. I mean, last year we lost in 3 straight sets, so winning in 3 straight sets was amazing.
Runner-ups last year, now state champions. The Stanton Mustangs are state champs for the first time in school history. Larry, we'll toss it back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Ryan, and congratulations to Stanton, that entire community, Northeast Nebraska, and all their opponents who pushed them to get there, because it was a tremendous effort today for Stanton, the Mustangs, winning the state championship. And what a performance by Bree Burtwhistle, who had a triple-double, 12 kills. Coming up next, the Class C1 state title. The Malcolm Clippers taking on Concordia. Both teams looking for that C1 state title. That's coming up next on NET Sports. Stay with us, we'll have all the action.
Forecast, plenty of sunshine through today with seasonable temperatures. We should reach our normal high of 82 degrees by this afternoon. Clear skies tonight with a low near 70. Increasing cloudiness tomorrow, sticky and...
For me, asking why is just getting started.
It's more than an activity. It's me doing what I love.
I'm not a stereotype. When I rewrite the rules, things get better.
I know that all these experiences matter.
These moments will help me become something more.
Little things always lead to something bigger.
Do it.
Trek it.
Earn it.
What you're doing now will help you get scholarships later. Find resources from Education Quest at trackyoursuccess.org.